This is an instructional video for Thursday, April 7th. So for this day, you want to come down to Unit 3, Thoughtful Consumer. Click on Module 11 and come to Day 4, April 7th. Let's look at the sync folder. We'll start with our textbook, page 58 to 59, part 1 and 2, excuse me. So we'll do 1A and B. We'll compare these two texts to see which is easier to read. And then we'll look at the highlighted sections to see how they're different. Then we will do part 2A and B. And then from here, we'll look at page 59, part 1, where we study page 250 and look for compare and contrast grammar. So we'll look for every example of compare and contrast grammar on here. The next step is, in the sync folder, we'll look at the answers. We'll click here and see where the compare and contrast grammar is. Then we will do an activity where we begin to write a problem solution paragraph. Click here. We read about the instructions, and these are the directions here. So the first step will be to make a graphic organizer on a piece of paper, and it should look like this. Okay, and at this point, we're not filling it out, we're just creating it. The next step is to read the article here. Okay, here's a summary and here's the article. So we will read this. Okay, then we will come to the next part, which is to do the pre-writing. In this pre-writing, we will write down what is the problem and the solution in the article. And then what is your solution? What do you think is a good solution to the problem they described? Next, we will write a rough draft using a topic sentence to summarize your problem and solution. And then you will write details about the problem, details about the school solution, and details about your solution and why your solution would be better. And then finally, we'll do a final draft. And here we will rewrite that rough draft and look for any places where you can make your writing clearer. Okay. Make sure your capitalization, punctuation, and grammar is good. Give it a title and compare your writing with the rubric. If you can, run a spell check. You'll do all this before you submit it. Let's look at the async folder for today. We're going to write a short paragraph about our experiences this semester. So click here. You're going to use the present perfect tense. You can use simple and progressive tenses. And here are some verbs you can use in your paragraph to explain your experiences this semester. These are action verbs, these are non-action verbs. And this is a reminder, when you're describing a continuous action, decide if it's an action or non-action verb. Action verbs get told in the progressive tense, non-action verb get told in the simple tense. And for any continuous action, use for or since. Here's an example paragraph you can read if it helps. And you will write your paragraph down here in the comments box. That is the final activity for today, Thursday, April 7th. Thank you so much for listening and best of luck.